Hey folks, I have two unboxings in this video. One is from Count It Joy 5 on Etsy, and the other one is from Dream Gardener on Etsy. So we're going to start with Dream Gardener. And with Dream Gardener, I purchased, they had like a clearance on some fig plants where they had buy one, get one free. So I bought two yellow long neck figs, and I also bought two, buy one, get one free Olympian figs. I had purchased an Olympian figs locally last year, but it stayed in the pot, and we had a very cold snap back in December, and it died. And it's supposed to be a very cold, hardy fig. So anyway, I had to replenish my stock, but also in here is a weeping willow. It's always interesting to see how people package things because I'm like, plants in pots, typically you find them in boxes. And then this cardboard is very moist, but we will see what we have here. Okay. So it does not look like it was buy one, get one free, does it? Because I have one, two, three. Oh, this is the weeping willow. They might be, I see 4 stems. Just sometimes the way people package things are creative, and other times they're like, what in the world? So, looking at this, we have a little weeping willow that hopefully it will grow nice and fast. And then here, let us look at the 2 plants. Whoops. I want to actually keep the label until I do pot these. And this is yellow longneck. There are actually 3 stems. One's probably a branch, but look at these leaves. They're kind of unusual for fig leaves because figs, depending on the kind, you can have different shapes and styles of leaves. But on top of all that, each variety will actually produce 3 or 4 different kinds of leaves, I guess, depending on season or how they're growing, etc. Then here are 2 Olympians. So I'll toss these aside for now. They're already in the pot, so I'm in no rush to plant them. And get this out, and now we get to look at the fig cuttings. So here I have the Desert King and the green Ischia. So they're both green or white figs, where the inside is, or the outside skin is green and the inside pulp is red. But the interesting thing is that the Desert King is a very popular variety from what I read online out west, on the west coast. And then the green Ischia is a very commonly grown fig in Eastern Europe. So it will be nice to have these 2. And if you do like to start a fig collection, I highly recommend researching figs because so many different figs have different names to them. So you could buy one fig, buy another with the same name. With a different name, and they could be the same variety because so many people are giving different names. So it's just good to make sure you know that because you might have regional names for the same variety as well. For me, for example, I hate Chicago, so I call the Chicago Hardy the Bensonhurst Purple and not Hardy Chicago because that's another name for it. And it makes more sense because who over there is growing figs when though that variety is very cold hardy, but it literally takes too long for the figs to grow and develop. So I figure the climate's too cold there unless you keep it in a pot. But anyway, let us now look at these fig cuttings and see which one is which. So this one, I do not know, but the rubber bands are in different colors. So Desert King in blue, green Ischia in yellow. So that is how he labeled these. Now I have this tub and I have more pots in here than I have cuttings at the moment, but I'm going to be receiving some more. I'm going to prune my parents' figs soon. And I need to now come up with a way to label these. So I'm probably going to have one row of one variety, the other row of the other. So I'll be making labels before I stick them in here. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do decide to order from these sellers on Etsy, I hope this has been helpful in letting you know how they package to see if you're up for the way they package things. Thanks for watching and happy planting.